Coming so soon after the unforgettable opening of the Beijing Olympics, Taiwan was under pressure to prove it too could put on a dazzling, if more modest show, and it did. The ceremony at the main stadium, which was powered by thousands of solar panels on its roof, kicked off an 11-day festival of sport featuring more than 3,000 athletes from around the world. The 8th World Games were the highlight of the sporting lives of most of the athletes here, whose events normally barely register on the international radar.
Yeah, it's a lot more exciting there's a lot bigger crowd here, obviously, than our own championship. And yeah, mixing with all the other sports, meet all different people, all these different sports. There's some crazy ones I've never heard of.
The Games got international TV coverage via the likes of ESPN and Eurosport, with the organizers using the opportunity to showcase Taiwan, and in particular, the host city of Kaohsiung in the country's south. Taiwan finds itself largely marginalized on the world stage. Here, as at the Olympics, it was not allowed to fly its own flag and was forced to compete under the name of Chinese Taipei. But such obstacles just make Taiwan appreciate the global exposure all the more.
I think it's a historical milestone because for the last 60 years, Taiwan doesn't have any chances to have this opportunity to hold international multi-sports events. So we're so proud of that we have the opportunity to have this 2009 in Kaohsiung.
It may have looked as if Taiwan's second city had put on its Sunday best for the event, but its metamorphosis in fact began before it won the right to host the Games. Not too long ago, Kaohsiung was known as a polluted industrial city with little to offer visitors. But a massive urban renewal project launched about a decade ago has completely transformed the city.
Our most important improvements include cleaning up the pollution in Love River, as well as restoring the city's harbour area. We've also created bike lanes, improved street furniture, and brightened up the look of major streets.
Those who made the trip for the Games were rewarded with a chance to see more than 30 events, including what may be the world's most sporting sport, Flying Disc Ultimate. It's played without referees, with teams amicably self-policing and settling disputes.
I think anytime that Ultimate can be on a world stage and you actually have fans coming out and watching and learning the sport, it's great. The atmosphere is amazing.
Events like the inline speed skating finals drew excellent crowds, boosted by the strong showing of local athletes. Some sports are never likely to make the back page of your national newspaper, like women's sumo wrestling, fistball, fin swimming, air sports, or the rough and tumble canoe polo. But the Games also featured sports that until recently were in the Olympics, like softball, and others that are close to making it to the biggest stage, like squash and rugby sevens.
There are sports in the Olympic program today that came via the World Games. And that is, of course, taekwondo, trampoline, badminton. The World Games is really the holding pen for those sports that would like to go into the Olympic summer program.
Kaohsiung was also like an athlete that had put in years of intensive training for the big event.
Every person in Kaohsiung, every government department, all our efforts were towards this one goal.
Their efforts paid off. International World Games officials agreed that Kaohsiung and Taiwan set a new benchmark for the staging of the Games that future host cities will struggle to match.